Takamura's third title defense is underway at the Champions Carnival. It seems no one can stop his dominance at the national level. The weigh-ins for the fight start today, and at the event, Takamura seems to be over the weight limit. He did everything he could, but losing weight during the winter is extremely difficult. 200 grams was all he needed to burn, but he failed. If he succeeds in burning off the weight in 3 hours, he won't be in shape to fight. This is the burden of being a natural heavyweight, being forced to cut his weight so dramatically. We move on to the match, and it begins with Takamura taking a brutal hook to the face. His botched weight control is really holding him back. Tamaki's left connects, and Takamura isn't looking so hot. He tries to dart away, but Tamaki's able to trap him to the ropes. A right sends Takamura's body flying backwards. He throws a jab, but Takamura eats a devastating right straight. The first round ends with Takamura being dominated. He goes into the second round, slamming into his opponent, but was easily pushed back. Takamura lost the contest of strength. Once again, he is pushed to the ropes. He might actually lose. It's only 177 chapters into the series, man, come on. As Tamaki wails on Takamura, the champ thinks to himself, I can't find any openings. His hips dropped, and he even lost consciousness for less than a second. He wonders why Tamaki didn't take advantage of the situation, but it's because he thinks that his punches aren't affecting Takamura. The champ starts to fight back against a scared challenger, but Tamaki gathers his resolve and launches a brutal combo on Takamura. He can't do anything but take what's stitched out. Even a counter lands. Ippo shouts to Takamura, show me what a champion is made of. He gathers his junior's call into his fist and destroys Tamaki's jaw with the most powerful uppercut of the match. The challenger's legs are shaking profusely, and Takamura can see it. This is the time to defend the title and win the match. Takamura hooks this man into the Shadow Realm. The match is over. Takamura defends his title for the third time. Here we are with Takamura's fourth title defense. Takamura's next victim is a poor bald man, Takaki Ito. Both fighters square up and are ready to duke it out. Ito launches continuous lefts, but Takamura isn't fazed. They exchange lefts and neither budge whatsoever. He eventually lands a strong left and turns the tide very quickly. Ito isn't looking so hot. The domination continues on. The lefts just won't stop piling. Is he gonna beat him with only his left? Ito falls, and Takamura casually backs away. Using only his left, Takamura defends his title for the fourth time. He who rules with his left rules the world. Takamura became world ranked after quickly dismantling his opponent, and after that match he goes on to win a back and forth brawl with the junior middleweight champ Brian Hawk. So now he is the world champion. His first world title defense was versus Larry Bernard from the USA. He tends to have an incredible fight and bring the belt home to America. Takamura sees Larry as cannon fodder and intends to relinquish the belt after this match to go on his journey to conquer the 6 weight classes. In this fight, he won't let Larry touch him once. Takamura says to the gang that he has a secret weapon which will make him succeed with this claim. The match begins with Bernard hitting Takamura's hand away. He's angry at Takamura's proclamation. All according to Takamura's plan though, but his plan is weird. It's to copy Aoki's lookaway move. Does he actually think this dumb cheesy ass move would work at the world stage? He looks away for way too long and eats an off guard straight to the face. Takamura couldn't believe what just happened. Every time Aoki used it in the match, it worked on him, so why didn't it work on Bernard? He is dodging everything Bernard throws at him. In the middle of the challenger's barrage, Takamura easily counters him with a full force straight into a hook that slams into the mat. Just like that, the match is over. Takamura has successfully defended his world junior middleweight title. Takamura is now the middleweight champ after defeating David Eagle. And this is his first title defense in the middleweight division. And even this match is something for the books. This is his closest match to date. Takamura is almost at death's door. Just kidding. He just beat this guy in under 3 minutes. That's how powerful Takamura is. Here we are with his second middleweight title defense. This defense is special. Takamura walks in with a strange beetle costume. The beetle's uppercut, a move he wants to show off, is apparently really powerful. Ricky Mouse can't believe his eyes. Is he actually serious? The bell rings and Takamura unleashes the move right away. The beetle uppercut is here and now. And it misses. The strength of the punch leaves Mr. Ricky Mouse stunned, but that's all it does. If it doesn't connect, he has nothing to worry about. Takamura continues on and on, releasing the beetle uppercut one after another. What the hell is he doing? Ricky Mouse attempts to counter it, but Takamura is able to slip past it. Takamura's stubbornness is shown throughout the match. He will only use the beetle uppercut. He really wants to land this blow. A double page shows that he refuses to do anything else. What is going on with this guy? As he cornered Mouse, he goes for it yet again. But as he is winding up, Ricky Mouse runs into Takamura's other fist. It hurt him badly, and he can't get up. The match is over, and Takamura is livid. He wanted to beat him with the beetle upper, not with some freak accident. We have Ronald Duck, and he is Takamura's third challenger for the middleweight title, and it's closer than one thinks. We flash forward to the middle of the 9th round. Takamura's face is swollen. Ronald Duck has the point lead. Duck is very nimble, able to cleanly dodge everything Takamura throws at him. The 9th round has ended with Takamura looking lost. He's determined to finish him off in the next round. He's in this position because he refuses to use compact punches. Takamura starts off round 10 with a huge swing and a miss. He is complaining that Duck keeps running away. This wouldn't be an issue if he didn't go all out with every swing. As he tries to chase Duck down, he starts to keel over a little. The lefts have been getting to him. Duck takes advantage of this and hooks Takamura after throwing a few jabs. Duck may win this. A follow-up left combo is looking like it'll end Takamura's legacy. He swings out of desperation and he misses unsurprisingly. Takamura eats another blow, but he's able to connect a light tap to Duck's forehead. But it was all a ruse. He throws a mighty right straight as Duck was about to punch. The 1-2 from hell ends Ronald Duck's chance at victory. He is down and out. Duck was so used to Takamura's recklessness that he didn't expect a basic 1-2 combo. What a rookie move at the world stage. Here we are with the 4th challenger, the stoic Peter Rabbitson. He is Takamura's next obstacle. It's the 11th round and he has been on the offensive since the beginning of the match. Will he be able to win? Just like the last match, he throws nothing but heavy blows. What is he thinking? Peter is easily dodging everything he throws at him like Duck. It's the end of the round and both boxers bolster an angry look. Peter is leading in points, which means that Takamura needs to knock out the challenger to win the match. Things are looking dicey. Rabbit is just going to play keep away until the round is over, and Takamura is livid. He refuses to stick to the books and keeps on swinging. He's going to lose at this rate. Takamura gets heckled by a random fan. Are you trying to win in a single punch like Ippo? He turns around angrily and gets socked in the face for it. Date and Sendo are so pissed. After the match, Takamura is going to beat their face in. 1 minute remains in the final round, and Takamura cannot hit him. The swings are relentless. The crowd is so mad that they start cheering for Rabbitson instead, but it gets to his head. He can't believe what's happening. The cheers echo in his mind and becomes grateful for their praise. He last second decides to approach Takamura, and that costed him dearly. Takamura is able to land one of his mighty punches, and Peter loses. Takamura is able to narrowly hang on to his belt. Why did he decide to slug it out with the champ? I don't get it. One punch was all it took. And you really choked it, Rabbitson. Shame on you. This is probably the most unexpected match of the series. There was no build up to it whatsoever in the manga, and it was probably the hardest match to date. This match was absolutely insane. I covered this one in my Richard Bison vs Takamura video if you want to watch the full match, but in short, Bison dominated Takamura with his Detroit style flicker jabs in the first round, but in the second, Takamura decided to counter them by mimicking the Detroit style. He loses out because of his form being worse than Bison's, but eventually he's able to mimic the whip-like motion that makes them lethal. Bison then shows Takamura how to counter flickers and almost knocks him out with a terrifying one. In the third round, Bison continued his advantage, but Takamura copied Bison's flicker counter and nails him perfectly. He's downed for the first time in the match, and it looks like Bison may lose already. Well, he would have if Takamura didn't let him recover for no good reason. He showed him respect for surviving his counter, which is pretty dumb. Go for the win, dude, like come on. Bison realizes something. He figures out that Takamura's habit of moving right when reacting to his own feint. So he launches a chopping right at Takamura, but Takamura throws out an uppercut at the same time as reacting to Bison's feint, and a dual exchange connects. Takamura looks like he didn't take as much damage as Bison though. Everything Bison does is being outplayed by Takamura, so he thinks of one punch that can give him a 1% chance of winning, a wide left hook. It's something that he hasn't thrown in the match yet. This hook catches him off guard and deals massive damage. There's a theory that Takamura's eye goes blind after he has accumulated a certain amount of damage. More specifically, he has a detached retina. It's unsure if that's the case or not, but clearly there's something wrong with his eye. A match that shouldn't have been that difficult for him turned into a nail biter. As the match goes on, Takamura loses control of his legs. He relies on his friends to keep his mental up, and eventually uses everything he has ever learned in his boxing career. He puts all of his weight into his big toe and spins as fast as he possibly could to launch the craziest counter ever in the series thus far. Bison is laid out, and Takamura narrowly wins his closest match in the series. Now that he has unified the world title in the middleweight division, he's about to fight the first opponent that will challenge him for the WBC and the WBA middleweight world title. After Ippo got smoked by Antonio Guevera, someone who is clearly not on Ippo's level, Takamura succumbs to his loneliness and disappointment in Ippo at the same time. Only he can live up to the coach's expectations and his dream to become the GOAT of boxing. He tells Kamogawa that he is the only one he should keep his eyes on and walks off. Both fighters arrive to the ring to give it everything they've got. Who is going to come out on top? The match begins and Takamura casually waltzes up to the cannon fodder, pissed off more than ever before, but the challenger isn't having it. He will take advantage of the situation. A left lands, but Takamura responds with an insane right counter that blows the cannon fodder's head off. It's over just like that. Takamura easily defends his title. Takamura is the one who will be destined for greatness. And here we are with his second unified title defense. Takamura enters the ring with his iconic hawk costume. He casually flies past every opponent as he makes his way to obtain 6 belts from 6 different divisions. Michael GOAT versus Takamura begins. GOAT starts off with several lefts to keep the champ at bay. One sneaks past Takamura, and it does a decent amount of damage. A sneaky right uppercut connects, and Takamura is reeling a bit. GOAT's offense is walling out Takamura. After taking some nasty hits, Takamura decides to take up a defensive stance. Takamura tries to buy some time to figure out GOAT's strange rhythm. Will he able to before it's too late? GOAT pushes Takamura to the ropes, despite taking no damage. He responds with a few lefts, but no dice. He takes a hit, but easily bounces back. As he slips past GOAT's punch, a left hook frightens GOAT. It feels like a punch that can one-shot him. Takamura is still getting clapped out there. What can he do to turn a match like this around? The two world-class fighters go back and forth. None of them are winning convincingly. Meager blows cannot defeat the other. Takamura is slowly being pushed back by GOAT's strange attack pattern. He can't get a clean hit, but GOAT isn't hitting Takamura with heavy blows either. Takamura's stubbornness is getting the better of him in this exchange. He wants to end it all with one big punch, but GOAT is stopping them before they can even get started. Finally, a mighty hook counters Takamura. That one has to hurt. Nothing Takamura can do works. GOAT's offense is just too clean. Round 1 is over, and GOAT is clearly winning so far. Round 2 starts off with Takamura going for the same strategy. Ball up and launch a wide swing when he goes on the offensive. These swings leave him off balance. As GOAT throws a punch, before GOAT's fist even left its position, Takamura starts throwing his speedy right. Was this his plan all along? He made it so GOAT cannot send his jab carelessly anymore. Takamura is in his head now. GOAT prepares to guard against the wide swing and it looks like it'll work out, but it was a feint. Takamura changes the trajectory of his punch at the last second and GOAT eats an unexpected straight to the face. Now that looks painful. GOAT is down. I repeat, he is down. He's able to get back up though, but still thinks Takamura will go for the side of his face. It's burned into his memory. Takamura instead beats his body to a pulp. His game sense is unmatched. Takamura dominates GOAT. He can't get up and the ref calls the match. Once again, Japan's prodigy has defended his title. After Takamura claimed the super middleweight title, he has to defend his title from someone so talented, so frightening, so powerful, a man even Takamura is afraid of? Takamura with his most serious costume yet, a fish made by his brother. He is ready to climb heights no one has ever seen before, but he's terrified. So terrified that he reflexively beat his opponent in a single page.